Hey guys, it's New Year's Eve, and I just got something pretty cool in the mail from Jared McComb at Maven. I use his firewall bulkheads on a lot of stuff, and it's nice. They come as a kit. They come with all the pins and whatnot. They come with a drill template. They they take a lot of the guesswork out of it, and a lot of people have been asking about what to use when you want to pass a whole bunch of wires through the firewall, and Jared's got them. So that's what I use for that stuff. But today I got something that I thought was kind of neat. I've had his turbo mount on this car for a while, and I used to run a GT55 base turbo, and recently had switched to a Precision Pro Mod 76, and I didn't want to have to cut the car up and have to remount it and buy a new mount because it was already painted. So it doesn't seem like much, but I just sent him a message and said, "Hey man, you think you could whip up some type of a spacer so that I don't have to cut my car up and repaint everything so I can set this new turbo on?" And basically the Pro Mod turbo, the oil drain flange sits up a good bit higher than the GT55. So, two messages, and during the holidays and everything, this dude knocked it out. And I believe he's going to start selling these now. He'll start probably making a bunch of them because I'm sure there's going to be some other people that, want to swap back and forth. So, it's pretty sweet that he actually listened and, responded right away and whipped up something I thought was pretty sweet. I know this is probably the least exciting part that I received today for most people, but I was pretty pumped about it. But anyway, I wanted to show you the other thing that I got from him. A lot of cars are doing smart coils, and it's kind of hard to mount them sometimes. Well, he makes a pretty awesome bracket. I don't know, they're already mounted, but this thing has got two O-rings on it. Move this out of the way. It's got two O-rings on it inside of there so it doesn't scratch up the paint. And it's actually adjustable. So this is for smart coils, but if you look here on the bottom side, again, it's kind of hard to see, but if you wanted to stand this off a little further, you could, or if you wanted it closer to the bar, you can. It's completely adjustable to set them wherever you want. And the cool thing about it is that it's only one clamp. So that one clamp, if you look, you can see it puts it into the bend. It's able to actually run the coils into the bend, as opposed to having a, if you had a clamp down here and a clamp up here, like a lot of the, flat mounts that, are out on the market. I wouldn't have been able to put them where I wanted them. And his bracket worked perfect, and it weighs next to nothing. It's also got a little set screw right here to hold tension for vibration and whatnot. But the little O-rings inside of there, they don't scratch up the paint, and they also give it something to bite into. I thought it was actually pretty awesome. They're not, overly expensive for the amount of machine time that's in them. And, these are for the smart coils, like Holly or MS3 or I think Fast and Fuel Tech. They all have their own branded smart coils, and they'll work. He also makes them for the CDI coils, which I don't have any experience with, but if that's something that you got, he makes a little bracket for them, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, I just wanted to show you, what I got from Jared today. I wasn't expecting it until later this week, but he surprised me once again here for the new year. And then here's his firewall bulkhead. So this is the, if you want to pass a whole bunch of pins through the firewall and not use, a grommeter of some sort, or if you want to be able to make it quick disconnect. It comes with a template. You cut a big hole out, and then you bolt them on in. It comes with all the hardware and everything. Actually, I just kind of finished up doing this one, so it's a little messy. But It comes with the hardware. He's got a whole bunch of different pin configurations too. If you notice inside there, some of the holes are a little bit bigger, and that's for larger gauge pins. So he has a couple different ones of those. I think he's got them on his website. I'm more of a pain in the ass. I wind up messaging him or calling, just so I can make sure I get everything that I need. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to brag on him a little bit. He certainly didn't have to do it, but he did. See, there's that GT55 based flange, and this is from him. I've had this thing for a while, and we got it all together. We had it painted and everything, and I was like, man, I really don't. That was one of the big reasons why I was afraid to swap turbos, and it literally was a couple messages back and forth, I think late night too, and he made me my little spacer, so it saved me a whole bunch of hassle. Again, sometimes a lot of people make stuff, and they try to sell it for $1 cheaper or something like that, and honestly, I don't get into that. This dude answers the phone, and he responds to messages and whips up a killer product, and it's right. And I think he's in like Washington State, and this stuff got to me in like 2 days. I don't know if that's normal, but it definitely I'm appreciative. So check him out. Thanks.